Okay, how's it going, everybody? This is Patrick from Honest View, and today we're going to go over how to pick a product from scratch, how to sift through the sand and find the gold. Now, if you follow these steps exactly, I guarantee that by the end of this video, you will have 3 to 5 actually good product ideas to private label on Amazon FBA. If you're just getting started, this is a great place to begin your journey. And this is a 5-step process. We're going to complete 20% upfront right now, and it's very easy. I just need you to open an Excel document like this. This is what we're going to use to create our Honest View matrix. It's a 5x5 product discovery system, so it can be done in any Excel. I like using Google Docs myself. I think it's a pretty snappy system. Okay, step 2, I want you to stand up. I want you to take a walk around and find 5 objects in your immediate vicinity, so your home or office, and find these objects that have private label potential. What is private label potential, Patrick? You never told me. No bigger than a shoebox. This item should be able to fit inside of a shoebox. It should be lightweight. It should be profitable to sell. In other words, if you can imagine buying this from a wholesaler in China, for example, the cost should leave you some margins. It should be brandable and customizable. For example, you're not going to want to pursue an MP3 player necessarily because the form factor is set because of the technology. There's not much room to customize, to modify. So keep that in mind when you're looking. The category shouldn't be dominated by a household name, so you're not going to want to go after Kleenex. If there's brand allegiance, it's not good for you. The design shouldn't be patented either, so this is something you can look for in Google Patents. They have a whole dedicated search engine for patents exclusively. Pop it in there, see if you find anything. This largely isn't a concern for private label products as they're already being sold by manufacturers, but do check just in case. Oh yeah, and it needs to make money on Amazon. So go to Amazon, get some product research software like Jungle Scout, and look through the numbers and see if they make sense. Are the other sellers in the category already? Are they making good sales? How's the RPR, the revenue per review? Do they have a low review count relative to the amount of revenue that they're making? Find out. All right, so I'm going to take a walk around and I will see you in a second. So I took a walk around, I'm at home right now, and I found 5 products that I think fit the criteria pretty well. So I'm going to put these in cells B1 through to F1 respectively. So let me see, I got a stamp, and got a little wooden puzzle, like a brain teaser puzzle. I've got a lock, like a gym lock, scissors, like Edward Scissorhands, and earplugs. Because I live in the city, so what are you gonna do? In column A, here's step 4. I want you to input the modifiers. So through cell A2 to cell A10, I want you to put these different modifiers. And there's a blog article that goes along with this. It's a really cool screenshot step by step, and it uses different examples than the ones that I'm about to use, which I just pulled out of nowhere. So here you can copy and paste the modifiers, save yourself a little time, go back to your Excel and paste them in just like that. Now, it annoys me to no end if the things are in different fonts and different sizes, so I'm just gonna equalize that there. Okay. All right, now I don't need to be crazy for the rest of this video. We have our 5 products up top, and we have our modifiers down below. Of course, you can expand, make more modifiers. I'm going to give you more of those, and you can expand and find more products. But for now, we're just going to do 5, keep the matrix relatively simple. But still, with this number of modifiers and this number of products, we'll produce a good amount of leads in terms of product ideas. So now what I want you to do is go through and mesh the 2 together. So you see mini and you see stamp. So what you'll do is just put mini stamp in there. This becomes mini puzzle, mini lock, mini scissors, mini earplugs, and so on and so forth. All right, and here you might want to put the modifier afterwards for grammatical reasons. Okay, all right, we're done, finally. That was, I sort of zombied out, went into robot mode there. Made some mistakes, but I'll play it really fast so it won't matter. All right, so here we go. We have our modifiers here, we have our products here, and now we have a bunch of ideas that we didn't need to come up with ourselves per se. We just came up with the products and I gave you the modifiers. It's like a multiplication table. So now we're going to go into Amazon and you guessed it. Step 5 is to fill in the terms in the matrix, which we just did, and also just to plug them into Amazon one at a time. I mean, this can yield some pretty surprising results and things that you surely never would have thought of if you were just sitting solo entrepreneur style, racking your brain in complete silence. You do need inputs to come up with creative ideas, and this is a foolproof way to do it, which is why I'm bringing it to you today. So, I don't know, we'll start at the top. Mini stamp. What is this? Yeah, and as you know, none of these look like the same product. That's how you can tell you got weird search results, and the Jungle Scout reflects that. Moving on. I don't know what the point of having a puzzle that's like 10 pieces is, though. Normally what I look for as a master metric is RPR, so revenue per reviews. So if you were to actually divide this number by this number, you would get a certain dollar amount, and that's what each review would be worth in terms of dollars. Technically, it's not a perfect metric, but it's what we use at HonestView to really quickly assess a market climate. So that's doing okay. That's doing okay. You'll find that the keyword that is produced in this isn't necessarily the correct keyword. It will lead you to something that it's actually called. So for example, large puzzle brought us to floor puzzle. People don't actually call them large puzzles in the market. That's not the main keyword, but a floor puzzle is the main keyword. And not only is it the main keyword, but it seems to be generating some pretty decent revenues across the board if you can come up with a good floor puzzle. Note the Melissa and Doug total dominance in this area. Plus you see some Disney. So I mean, this is kind of interesting. More research is certainly needed because Melissa and Doug is so dominant. Is it that they are the best above and beyond what you could do, or is it that they're the only one in the space right now? Remains to be seen. But the revenues are interesting enough for me to produce a keyword out of this. Large lock. So from mini to large, here we're into the U locks, the bike locks, the more heavy duty sort of locks. And generally, an industrial or commercial equivalent to a consumer product can not only sell for more, but you'd have less competition. Safe. Is not safe as a private label prospect. It's too heavy. U-Lock doing decent. Okay, lockbox. Lockbox, huh? Okay. What about this lockbox? I've never heard of it. Oh, it's a box-shaped lock. Genius. And in fact, this is all right. You know, this has led me to some other prospects as well. I'm curious about this one here. Yeah, so a fire safe box, low review count, higher monthly revenues. So this is a great RPR. Again, yeah, so I actually almost like the safe box better. Slash fireproof, whatever keywords are relevant. And from this as well, we can discern probably that a lockbox is a reasonable prospect, but I don't like it as much as the safe box, because the safe boxes have a great RPR. So, all right, cool. That was a really good one. Folding. Oh, I get it. Okay. All right, let's look at folding scissors. That's cool. Let's check you out. Friskers here appears number 3. They were number 1 for mini scissors, but these guys have a slight advantage over Friskers when you look at the main keyword, which is folding scissors. Yes, this is cool. The market may be a little bit small because, as you can see, the revenues are concentrated amongst these few top players. But then again, the review counts are low, so it won't take that much, say with an honest view promotion, to get your folding scissors up there. So, you know, this is reasonable. Even if you have a craft line running, for example, you could build in folding scissors quite easily to your lineup and have it be a nice little play there. So yes, I think this is great. But just know that the market space is a little bit smaller. As long as you know that, and it was deliberate, and it's a deliberate small folding scissors market play, then that's a great play. Might be something. Custom molded. This is the best product photo I've seen in a long time. 10 out of 10. Eargasm. Yeah, cool. These are doing well. This looks like a supplement. This looks like raspberry ketones. Yeah, I think if executed like if executed like this, that would be super neat. This is a private label product. I am almost 100% certain. So yeah, I mean, and you know, put that as a reference, because that's I think this is well done. I think it will continue to do well. Yeah, this sort of form factor for earplugs is something that the market might be looking for, as it's not willy-nilly like the foam ones. It looks like it could actually do something. So, and yeah, these are earplugs for kids. Earplugs for kids. I thought that the for kids modifier in this case might bring out a different product category, which it looks like it is, because these aren't showing the same products as we just saw with large earplugs, small earplugs, industrial earplugs. So this is really interesting. Oh, nice. Okay, so you see revenues in the thousands distributed across most of page 1. You see some low review counts, always a good sign. If you're just eyeballing it like I am now, more research is needed, of course, but it's good. This is interesting. So yeah, if you can see people making thousands of dollars with single or double-digit reviews, you're in a pretty good place. Evenly distributed, of course, good RPR, good looking out. Let me see, junior earmuffs. Yeah, good example of, specific earplugs specifically for kids. They're waterproof, they're small. Kids are going swimming all the time. And their ears are smaller than adult ears, so they need something to plug it more effectively. I like it. Good. Okay, and there you have it. I've run through, and from this matrix, we've produced 11 viable product ideas. without thinking very hard about anything. If you've noticed, we just pulled these random products from our vicinity with our sort of private label criteria in mind, and then applied the filters to it, the modifiers that we've given you. And if you want even more modifiers, just head over to the blog article that goes along with this. When I was writing it, I thought, you know what, you could 10x the results here by for sure adding more products, but also by adding more intelligently selected modifiers. And I'm taking the liberty to come up with a few of those myself. So premium luxury, old vintage retro, reusable for dogs, cats, fish, reptiles, accessory. Subscribe to become a member of the Honest Few today. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.